wasn't me!
Oh my god, someone just threw a grenade.
Oh, alright.
Is that a mass RDM? I think it's a mass.
Hello, I'm Tyla J. I'm a hacker, and this is my story.
It all started on a lovely summer's evening when me and Harry noticed the sound of some no-clip flashlight toggles. We instantly knew that this was the moderator named Pricey, who was following us in a fit of rage after being trolled by the Volta memes. Oh. So I wanted to gather evidence of this no-clip abuse, so decided to install Citizen Hack, so that I know when I'm being watched by said moderator. It all went to plan, but after said moderator eventually stopped following us, I found a new amazing use for hacking. I could now troll and minge around without being seen by staff, as I knew when they were watching. I found it funny to post clues of my hacks in the shout box, OOC, and by leaking fake images of ESP. On a couple of occasions, I managed to forget that I had hacks on, and send a real screenshot to somebody in LOOC, such as the time Shadow Joey, as an officer, requested a screenshot of my car trunk. It showed my ESP skeleton of his body, but I got away with it, so I'd already tried faking screenshots earlier that day, so he may have just assumed it was another fake. I also had a close encounter with John Damon, who was an administrator at the time, when I sent him an Imgur link in the TeamSpeak of what I thought was a pure image with no visible ESP. Somebody else in the room pointed out to me on Steam that the image indeed showed an ESP feature which makes guns appear full bright red. In a sheer of panic, I logged into my Imgur and deleted the image. John Damon had no idea. I became slightly more malicious by enabling drug pots to show up on ESP so that I could charge people growing in the forest for protection. At least I didn't take their drugs. Tiny Slayer became suspicious of my actions when Mr. Lewis initiated a gun game, and I managed to know exactly what direction to go through the dense forest. I opened my inbox to find the dreaded demo request. I had clearly been flagged by Tiny Slayer's dodgy man detector and was going through the options of what I could do. Wait.
Eureka! That's it!
I could edit the demos in Notepad, and Tiny Slayer would assume that it had been corrupted as a result of me renaming the demo file. I set out renaming the file to tinyslayer.stem and ensured the correct error was given in the console, a demo title error. I also used a piece of software to change the file date modified. I now saw the opportunity after all the big organisations got banned or disbanded, such as Costa Nostra and Olsen Banden, to make the new superpower organisation known today as the Vault of Memes. We quickly rose to 120 members in the first week, and it became over 200 after the second. We helped new players get their foot in the door with the aid of some third-party software allowing them to grow in our bases under Citizen Hack protection. We were making in excess of £1 million an hour whilst growing at the office.
Tell them all to dance, or you get
All of you have to do dance in console in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Whoa, do what? Right. We're all of an absolute act of muscle in console. Tell them to act muscle in console right now.
All of you have to do act muscle in the console in 5 seconds. I'm going to give you a countdown. 5, 4,
we don't have to spell it.
3, 2, 1. Act muscle.
Great.
The police initiated an illegal raid on our beloved office, so I was having none of it. I enabled what I could and got fighting for the freedom of the vault. Oh shit. I sat down with the Vault of Memes senior management crew to discuss my options.
Why don't you just cut up your demos again, mate?
No, you're an idiot. You won't get away with it for the second time.
Why don't you make a purpose2.co.uk/electric boogaloo?
Tom, get out of this TeamSpeak channel.
User disconnected from your channel.
How about the demos? Surely you could just send them.
No, they're too bad.
Hey, wake up! User was moved to your channel.
Why don't you send a picture of this and say you can't get your demos back?
Tom, you're a genius. I thought I was absolutely laughing with this hard drive failure idea. I handed over leadership of the organisation to Nick Jeddle whilst I went to Ibiza. Although I pretended to go earlier by 2 days by appearing offline on Steam so that I had time to polish my hard drive plan. Upon my return, I went to Microsoft Paint and pasted the image that my senior official JC Denton supplied to me. I enabled full screen and took a photo. In order to cover my tracks, I created a support post stating my hard drive had passed away and that I needed advice on what to do next. In addition to that, I also faked some text messages in case TinySlayer investigated. These were just text messages between myself and a fellow Vault of Memes colleague. We sent some messages previous to the ones shown, so it appeared we've chatted before, although in reality they were just a garbled autocorrect mess. Then everything unfolded before my very eyes. I press tab, it's just some pesky moderators and Brints that are online. I press tab again, the coast is still clear. I press tab a final time, and TinySlayer has joined the server. The following scene is a reenactment of a true story. I get a message on my in-game mobile phone. It's from TinySlayer. He says, come to the car dealer. He's not there. I get another message from TinySlayer. I open it and it says, come on TeamSpeak. I realise by now that text messages are stored client side, so he can clearly see that I do not have a new hard drive by taking a screenshot. I follow his instructions and join the Perphead's TeamSpeak. As I join, I'm immediately dragged into the senior administration channel with Bolly, AJ, Damon, Samuel and the man himself, TinySlayer. They demanded that I screenshotted areas of my computer, including my C drive, which I initially said was damaged. I couldn't do that, so they found out I was a massive fibber. They inspected my computer using TeamViewer and ran commands on PowerShell to decode my corrupted demos. They checked my whitelisted entities and friends on my Citizen Hack menu, and then they checked my history of when I've used Citizen Hack. At this moment I had accepted my fate and my perp career flashed before my eyes. From creating all of the department badges to starting the police department whitelist with the board of supervisors, all the bans issued and hard work as a moderator thrown in the rubbish bin, creating the Vault of Memes organisation to militarise hundreds of sweater vests to run my international drug empire. I was the modern day Pablo Escobar and it had all come to an end. Bye! What's happening to us? How'd you do it? How'd you do it?
Just jump up!
What's up?
Help me!
No!
Got him!
Got him! Got him!
Wait!
Move out the way, move out the way!
Hello? You're done for, you motherfucker.